This is what we're working on right now. This is the new bike that we picked up. $100, pretty much a complete bike. On the left side, it was missing this knuckle. We took off the upper control arm already and the lower control arm. Now we got to do this right side. But when I bought this bike, the guy told me that the Honda Matic, along with the head of the motor, was jacked up. So I'm not worried about that because I got that bad boy over there that's still working good. And it came with all the plastics, a rear rack, and pretty much everything you see here. Like I said, all the plastics, headlight cover, front fender, back fender. Biggest part that looks like it's still in great shape is that front differential. So that alone runs about 200, 350 bucks. So mine was already cracked. So hopefully we can get some parts off of here. Got my main man right here.
The big cheese.
The big cheese with the light helping me out. So all right, here's the new bike, quad, four-wheeler, whatever you want to call it. This is the one I picked up for $100. So the guy that I bought it from said that the motor was shot along with the Honda Matic. But as you can see, this bike is pretty complete. This is actually a 2008 Rubicon. So on my previous video, I talked about the frame that I drove to Louisiana to go pick up for $100. That one's it right there. This is the one where I had welded some of the tabs over from this old frame, the one that's completely shot and rotted out. Example here of what I was dealing with. This motor and this transmission is good. Quick little recap. The ring gear in the back was gone on the rear differential. The case on the front differential was also shot. So I didn't think there was any point of salvaging it. I was already thinking I was probably gonna have to buy another one. So I hit up a guy that was here close to Houston that posted up this bike along with a couple other ones that he had, and I saw that it had the front diff and he had the plastics on it too, and the rear rack, which I also needed. So I originally had asked him about the upper control arm and he said that he would take $20 for it. Then a couple minutes after he said that, he said, you know what, give me $100 and you can take it all. So I said, cool. So fortunately for me, he was a cool guy. He waited for me because my daughter is due for her first baby, grandbaby boy, in March. But she's been kind of off and on with some symptoms of being ready for delivery. But so far, everything was a false alarm. So anyways, this past weekend, me and my father-in-law went to go pick it up. So sure enough, yeah, $100. I ended up getting it. The front diff looks like it's in really good shape. On the inside, all the splines are good. And when I turned the front axle, it turned well. I mean, there was no signs of any kind of wear. So front diff that normally would cost me anywhere from $200 to $300 to $350 got included into all of this. Like I said, included the white plastics, the rear rack. Hopefully the pivot bolts are good. It's a little bit rusted out, but I think I can probably get it out. Has the exhaust, has a lot of the wiring stuff. The faceplate to my gauge is really messed up. This one is actually in great shape. So the tubes that go inside of here, the issue that I was having was that they were stuck on one side and I wasn't able to get them out. These slid out like nothing. So pulled out the ball joints already. This CV axle is actually in really good shape. There's nothing wrong with the splines on these, and actually popped out really easy. So I was able to at least salvage that. Got the upper controller that I needed. I'll look at the other ones that I have and see which ones are in best shape, and keep the ones that I want and be able to sell the ones that I don't. So finally got around to using the vise too when we popped out those ball joints. I haven't bolted it down, but these C-clamps actually held it in place really good. I picked this one up. It's a Welton 4-inch. Picked this one up for 35 bucks, so I'll be restoring this one. But little vise is in good shape. Nothing but surface rust, no cracks, no issues with it at all. So awesome deal on that one. It did not have the right knuckle, but it did have the left one, and he did give me the brake caliper off of the right side. So I have these, both of mine look good. So again, I'll just figure out which one's the one that's in best shape. Nothing is wrong with the ones that I got already. Nothing looks wrong with this one either. So I should be able to sell this one too. So off of this, hopefully I can save that frame if I can. Whether or not I'd rather use this one, sell that one, and then see what else I got going on. So also came with the carburetor, which I don't need. I mean, mine is good. The air box, mine has a bunch of screws and holes in it, so I can actually save this one as well. Save the other one. I'd like to say that the wiring harness is complete, but I don't think it is. It looks like they probably chopped some stuff off. Radiator looks good. Doesn't look like it has any kind of damage on it. Fan also looks like it's good. I haven't plugged it up yet, but you know, just run positive and negative and see if it turns. If it does, well then another money maker. Front bumper is gone. Looks like they probably cut it off, but I have mine. Faceplate, I'll probably be able to resell that. And here's another shot of the front diff. So completely clean on the inside. So I think that's definitely salvageable. I'll see what sensors work, what sensors don't. So got an extra headlight. When I went to go buy that frame over there, my headlight was broken. So that guy that sold me that frame sold me the headlight for 10 bucks, but this one comes with an extra one now. And mine right here where the plug goes for the bulb, mine was cut. So I'll be able to take this one off too and reuse that one. So hopefully this weekend weather's good. If it is, I'll be able to break the rest of this down and take a look at the frame really good and go from there. So these plastics are good. It's just a matter of getting them clean. Came with the swing arm, differential guard plate, rear struts, exhaust, rear storage box. These exhaust shields on mine are pretty screwed up, so I'll be able to salvage these as well. So looks like I will be able to get several parts off of this one. My button was messed up. This one seems to be working, so I'll be able to take off this handle and use this one. I think I already got a guy lined up who might want the handlebars and steering shaft. So it's a good deal, 100 bucks. Like I said, the front differential alone was worth me going over there and picking it up. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys posted as we go along. If you haven't yet, whoa. Damn, almost tripped over my own shit. Subscribe, share, and like. All right, peace.